Ukraine uses 30 U.S. fighters, including F-35 and AWACS, in the war. Although NATO and U.S. forces, in particular, are not directly involved in Ukraine's hostilities and the war with Russia, Kyiv is using all the resources of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization that do not violate its own and international agreements. The report said that the U.S. and NATO air forces are conducting a series of tactical talks with their counterparts in the Ukrainian Air Force and providing data collected by the Airborne Warning and Control System (AWACS) in NATO's eastern airspace. On the eastern flank, as well as satellites, radar systems, etc. It is noted that this data is used to help the Ukrainian Air Force to compile an aerial photograph of what and where it flies. The U.S. Air Force is also exchanging data with Ukraine from sensors received from about 30 U.S. fighters, including the F-15, F-16, F-18, and F-35, which are conducting air patrol missions on NATO's eastern flank. It is noted that such aircraft can look far into Ukraine, the reports also said. At the same time, it is noted that the United States is not flying over the Black Sea to avoid potential escalation with Russia. On February 21, 2022, the Russian government claimed that Ukrainian shelling had destroyed an FSB border facility on the Russia-Ukraine border, and claimed that it had killed 5 Ukrainian soldiers who tried to cross into Russian territory. Ukraine denied being involved in both incidents and called them a false flag.